So here with another demo that is Gallop Diva demo. So this is interesting because it's like a visual novel, but then you have horse race. So it's kind of interesting. Let's see how it is. A new game. Okay, like immediate with a music in there. The air at the girls' riding school this morning felt as if it were strung tight with tension. Someone was drawing on the track, the sound of wolves echoed from the stables, and commands rang out one after another across the training grounds. Everything should have been business as usual. Someone is coming! With those steps. Who is she? Never seen her before. Is she a newbie? What kind of new looks like that? She doesn't look pleasant at all. She did not but walk along the edge of the field. She didn't look around, didn't hesitate, and didn't intentionally observe anyone. Yet, quite a few soldiers in the middle of training constantly slowed down. Their eyes were filled with curiosity as they watched her. The early woman in uniform sized her up, looking like an academy staff member. She harbored a deep suspicion toward the girl who had just entered the gates. Hey, who are you? This is a street academy ground. No unauthorized entry. In slow motion showing who it is? Who it is? I don't know. It's like the school is recruiting new students. I would like to enroll. Could you tell me which way to go? Enroll, did I hear that right? What's wrong? Is there an issue? Or do you think I don't look like a new student? What is your name? Kamiki Sakuya. Seeing Sakuya's somewhat shabby appearance, the older woman led her into the main building with a look of utter disdain. The moment they step into the admission office, the atmosphere inside was tense to a absolute breaking point. Before they could even take in the whole room, the heavy thud of riding boots stomping on the floor rang out. This isn't fair! A glamorous dressed female jockey stood before the examiner. Her makeup was exquisite and her racing skills were immaculate, but her briefing was visibly erratic. I crossed the finish line. Why are you saying I failed? As I say, the rules require you to place first in the barrier trial. Kanemoshi Hemi, your test really failed. Please try hard next time. What is that supposed to mean? Failing means I can't enroll? You got to be kidding me. The reasons are already written in the report. Poor pace control throughout and chaotic whipping, rhythm and straight. This level of technique does not meet our admission standards. No way, there is nothing wrong with my riding skills. The 1000 meters straight isn't even BT waves optimal distance. Besides, her stride was slow out of the gate. She was clearly out of form. How could anyone pass the test riding a horse like this? Her voice echoed through the room, filled with blatant hunger and resentment. A few jockeys waiting for their turn lowered their heads, pretend not to hear. This is an admission test, not a horseback riding experience class. The test is meant to verify what you are truly capable of when the conditions are far from ideal. Hello? You knew full well this horse wasn't up to it, yet you still made me rider? Aren't you just trying to make sure no one passed the test? Just because you can't do it doesn't mean others can't. I don't want to waste any more time with you. You fail, please leave. Hey, are you even listening to reason? How can you just kick someone out like this? Just as the standoff lingered, a steady yet displeased voice rang out from the entrance of the admissions office. Hold on, Kirishimarin, do you have an idea what they're doing? The principal walked over to the desk, his gaze didn't land on Kanemoshi Remi. Instead, he stared straight at the examiner's bench and pulled the female examiner aside. Enrollment numbers have been dropping late, yet you are still filtering people out with these borderline draconian standards. If this keeps up, how will we get any new students? How are we supposed to make money? Now we acted according to the rules. The rules are rigid, but the academy must survive. Most important, we are running a charity here. Whatever rules you have can't compromise our livelihoods. Didn't you want to train jockeys who can rival the masked one? If we don't get strict rules, the ones coming in will just be a bunch of good-for-nothings. Hey, you are quite a student, not the official's arm. If you keep this up, this academy will go bankrupt before you ever find that masked jockey. If they can't even handle a test of this caliber, they'll only end up injured in actual race once they enter, or get eliminated even sooner. I don't care, I'm the principal here. If I want to let her in, I'll let her in. Lowering stands just to pad out numbers is incredibly unprofessional. Neither the principal nor Kirishima-Hin backed down. The atmosphere hung on an invisible line. Just then they both noticed Kamiki Sakuya standing at the door. She had seen everything that just happened on Kiliar's day. Principal name is Kamiki, she wants to take the admission exam. Kirishima Rin's gaze locked into Kamiki for a brief second and then shift away. You want to reroll? Calmly. How to save is O? Is that so? That's right. Then you must take the exam by my rules. You ride a horse provided by us and place first in 1000 meter state barrier trial. See, I told you, why can't we use our own horse? Admission test must use horse select from the academy stables. That is the rule and it cannot be changed. Kemi glanced at the orange-haired girl, but her expression did not waver in the slightest. Kirishima ran like a meek out of step, driving indignant Kanemoshi Hemi following close behind them. Standing there was a horse named Beauty Waves. Judging by her coat and the man, she was clearly far from peak condition. Remy had just failed while riding this very horse. Kamiki knew this setup was intentional given the horse condition. It would be virtually impossible for an high ride to place first. This horse you use, you may inspect her before the test. Kamiki walked up to Beauty Waves and gently stroked her head, as if to communicate with her. Finally, she gave the horse's neck a reassuring pat. No problem, right? Then go, change into your gear, mount up, and we'll see you on the track. No problems, cut shatter. I hope you can still keep that look on your face after the trial. Just a command is only the first stage. Passing this doesn't guarantee your admission. Okay, how it's gonna be? So we are in here. Okay, stop moving. Okay, stop moving the arrow 1, 2. Okay, that indicated. Okay, this one position. The closer you are, the faster your start will be. Okay. Retry. Try to get the perfect. Could be good, that, right? Not. Oosh. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh. Ah. When the gates open, keep pressing accelerate, okay, to make up the boost speed by rising the indicator range. Green light will illuminate, indicating the horse is running at its most speed. Okay. Retry. Okay. Keep horse at the current speed until the final straight point. I will say the jockey start using the whip. Okay, can't go more than that. Cause it's at maximum speed already, the horse. Ready to whip. Enter the final state, use whip spar, make sure you have enough stamina red bar to reach the finish line. Okay. Whoa! I get more, cause I don't have the red bar. Look at that. I'm passing everyone. And now the others will pass me. Game over. Ah. Ah, nice. So it's at that point I was trying to okay. Start weeping. Go RC! Is showing there that reached to the final first. Look at that. Bye bye. Because in here is like a demonstration how you were. There we go. Peter claim the Nerf's victory in the trial, clocking an incredibly fast time. Putting up a time like that while riding a horse in that condition defied a logic. From what that sounds fell over the trackside as even the wind had been put on pause. This counts as a pass, right? Kamiki turned back to look at Rin, whose previous composure had vanished, replaced by a deep frown of confusion and doubt. She looked down at the record time, then looked up the horse beneath Kamiki. The record is correct, but to Teorca, keeping this time with that horse should be impossible. For the first time her gaze grew sharp, wavering between intense scrutiny and suspicion. Could there be something wrong with this horse? Okay, challenge her. If there's a issue, it's one of you engineer on purpose. Forcing candidates to test with this horse was unfair to begin with. Now that I pull off a great result, you turn around and suspect a mistake. Isn't that just ridiculous? I never say you didn't pass. Rules are rules, but don't get ahead of yourself. Test isn't over yet. Geen quickly cast aside her hesitation, her gaze returning to its cold, strict baseline. The first round was just to verify if you knew how to ride. The second round is true gauntlet of admission test. Oh shit, what's gonna be? She did not acknowledge Kamiki's ability in the first round. Instead, she looked down on her, convinced that she had no chance of making it through the second. The second part of the test will no longer be a trial. It will compete in what is that? Give-free race, the Begonia Bell Stakes at Flemington. As long as you win the race you pass, you can choose either Isthmus or Lekvaart. Once chosen, there is no swapping. So if I were now fishing her, right? Yes, you must place first. So those are 2 horses that you can select. Bring it on then. Wait a moment. The priest who had been watching the whole ordeal from the sidelines called a halt. He glanced at Kamik, then shifted his gaze to Kanemoshi Remy, who was standing nearby and left yet. Since it's a test, let Remy participate in the second round too. Absolutely not. She already took her test and the result speaks for itself. She failed. I say she is qualified to participate. Kirishima, don't think you can ignore my words just because you have Jindai backing you up. It wouldn't matter if God himself came down. If rules can be altered at a whim, why establish them in the first place? Your rule states that winning grants admission, right? That's correct. But your rule only says you can enroll if you win. Never states that you can't try again if you lose. What? If you already lost, obviously you cannot participate again? By your logic, since a race only has 1 winner, does that mean all the other drivers can never race again for the rest of their lives? Rin fell silent. In truth, the rules indeed not explicitly state that those who fail were barred from re-entering. Yeah, I never say you couldn't try. I'm entering again right now. If I don't make it this time, just try next. You sly fox. It's not being sly. As you say, rules are rules. There is no reason to abide by something that isn't written down. Exit. No more issues then. Remy, as a principal, I declare that you may continue with the trial. Please do your best. Our account deeply needs your your enrollment. Utterly ridiculous. Your people will drag down the standards of this academy. Fine to show off compete together, but there can only be one win, which means only one of you makes out alive. Oh no. Hey, hold on. What's up? Just now, why did you help me? Help you? What makes you think I was helping you? You already passed your test. Why go off your way to secure an opportunity for me? I just found the routine to be incredibly stupid. Well, thank anyway. Even my opponent is you, I won't go down without a fight. It's going to be very hard for you to win this race. What, are you looking down on me? That's not what I mean. I'm not looking down on you. Yes, there can only be one winner, but what I mean was... The other jockeys participating in these tests are all our people. They have nothing to gain for themselves, which means they will do everything in their power to block us. No way? Then aren't I complete doomed to lose? Damn it, I knew that wicked woman was up to no good. Tell her to stay close, help her during the race. Help her during the race. I'll give a hand during the race. Help me? You? Why? Why ask so many questions? You want help or not? Of course I do. Then starting right now you need to truly practice changing your whip hand. Camille pulled him aside and demonstrated the whip hand change right in front of her. What's even the point of practicing these movements? Camille didn't explain in detail, only offered a flat reply. If you want to win, just do as I say. After Camille rode like Vart while Camille chose East Moose, and together they head to the Flemington to compete. You need always to save because you never know when it's come the mini games. See. Ah, nice. That was perfect. Oh, go Horsey! Now you need to use both. That's it, right and left. No? I think you need to use both whip one side and the other side to go faster. Because that says. Whoa. Hey, Remy. What is it? Just do what I do. Got it. Here we go! Losers! Losers! Is what we say. Yeah, first, like that this can happen. It's teams, this? I don't think it's teams. Can only be one winner. The race concluded with a stunning outcome. Camille and Remy crossed the line at the exact same moment, tying for first place. Crossing the line simultaneously. How is that possible? It's true, the photo finish camera shows both horses hitting the wire at the exact same time. Because it's not teams, it's individual, but we were helping the other, so both timed correctly. A dead hit? I don't believe it. It's official, the results have been confirmed. It's a dead hit for first place. Ah, splendid, splendid. Outstanding performance from both of you. Since you crossed the line at the exact time, it means you are both winners, of course. How are you gonna do? Like, oh, what was the first horse to sneeze? Here's an official becoming students of our riding school. Yes, awesome. I actually did it. I couldn't have done without you. Camille, your driving and whipping rhythm was amazing. The horse responded instantly. That whip hand change training paid off completely. Those were just the base. Your foundation isn't bad either. Being able to sync up with me perfectly proves you got real talent. Hey, of course I do. Kamiki, who on earth are you really? Me? You are asking me? Hearing this, Kamiki dropped her usual serious expression, put on a sweet, bright smile that seemed complete out of character. I was just a brand new rookie jockey who just arrived. You don't know who am I? I'm the main character. Next time, I'll also take the range and drive you out of this academy myself. Good grief, why she's harboring such intense hostility. Can we watch Kirishima walk away, knowing full well she will be facing her in the next race? A short while later, in the academy conference hall, two female students sat in the center while another student delivered a briefing. Spotting a jockey weakness in such short time and adapting seamlessly to a different horse, quite impressive, isn't it? I've seen plenty of her type. Kirishima will put her in her place next match. Kirishima, I don't really have much faith in her. Jockeys who only know how to blindly follow rules are just a bit foolish, honestly. Really? I actually quite like Kirishima. She even treated me to a hot pot last time. I have a little faith in her. She's a member of our Triumph Council after all. Many of our influence breakers think highly of her too. But that personality of hers has also made her plenty of enemies. The president only keeps her around because she wants another watchdog at her side. Still, this Kamiki girl, why do I get the feeling she reminds me strikingly of a certain someone? Who could it be? No need to rush, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Oh, I'm getting a little hungry. Want to grab a lunch? Buffet be together later? This is not where is the buffet. Ah, this is for other characters. So now we're gonna have rivals. So guys, it's amazing that the Academy has such a wonderful hot spring. With Kamiki Sakuya's help, Remy passed the admission test and Fish became a new student at the girls' riding school. After a long grueling day, the two could finally take a breather. Since the Academy primarily focuses on training professional jockeys, its facilities are completely different from a standard school. From physical recovery rooms to riding simulators and even rehabilitation facilities tailored to keep jockeys in peak condition, they have everything. And I expect you to be this incredible Kamiki. How did you know that eating her right flank will get her to refocus? Tell her honestly. She's our friend, so let's help her. I've watched her past race. She always changed the leads too late on the final straight, so her late surge usually falls short. Rei was deeply impressed, realized that Kamiki had actually been paying attention to her mount as well. You figure out is that how to ride her just from sheer observation? That's completely unbelievable. I just happened to notice by chance. Kamiki suddenly realized that she had let her brilliant sleep, which would draw unwanted attention, even though she had already caused quite a stir. Until she uncovered the truth, she had kept to herself in check. She could not afford to cause too much of a stir. Anyway, I really owe you one this time. Without your help, there is no way I could have enrolled successfully. But Kamiki, you're already so skilled. Why do you even come to an equestrian academy? With your ability, you could have become a professional rider long ago, couldn't you? Why they come here? She's the masked one? But so that one wants to discover who is the masked rider, and it's this one. But then we saw other in there. Which is that? Fragments of the past flashed rapidly through Kamiki's mind. She knew better than anyone. Is that why she had come here? But for now, she had no intention of revealing it to anyone. It's a long story. I'll tell you when I get a chance. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about you. I can't tell you have been trained since you were young, but your style feels a bit different from ordinary jockeys. Different in what way? Your technique is fine, but your fundamentals aren't solid enough. Compared to jockeys who underwent formal, rigorous training from childhood, you look more like you are taking a high-end hobby class. You can actually tell. Guess I can't hide it from you after all. Your surname is Kanemoshi. It wasn't hard to guess. Who else will come to school covering gold and jewelry like you? Remy stretched, then she slowly opened up, sharing her story. Listen to the details. You can't skip, of course. And locked for everything since I was a child. Gorgeous clothes, the finest horse, private coach, an entire life mapped out for me. First, none of that was actually I wanted. In my family, even take a brief, feels meticulous sketch. When to smile, which banquet to attend, who to network with, who to marry down the line. Everything is decided by someone else. Only when I'm on a horseback with the wind slipping across my face do I feel that real me. That sense of speed, that feeling of weightlessness, no one can control that for me. On a horse I'm free. They told me that the daughter of Kanemoshi farm doesn't need to be a joke because it's too dangerous and unseemly. But is that what I desire? I want to prove that I can ride and that riding is all I have. I want to decide my own destiny. She turned her face light away, a stubborn smile tugging at her lips. As for running away from home, do you think I can just up and leave? My father has eyes on my every move, except it's impossible. But this time, even if I lay down a real red carpet for me, I want to forge my own path to the exact same finish line. Camille watched her side, seeing her determination. She actually felt a touch of admiration. Nothing how similar they were in this regard. What they chased on the race course wasn't merely victory, but their own direction in life. You really are a pampered young lady, Trug and Trug. I'm almost jealous that you have a father who spoils you so much. Given the choice, I would love to be reborn as a daughter of Khan and Moshi family too. With your family welfare and such, I probably wouldn't have to worry about going hungry for the next 8 lifetimes. Oh, come on, Kamik, you weren't taking my promise serious at all. I'm not talking to you anymore. Once admission class places were announced, Kamik, Sakuya and Jaime were assigned to the exact same class. Managers, stable dudes, fundamental hiding posture, corrections, balance, forward training. The daily grind of class quickly got underway. Jaime ready post was elegant, her touch delicate, and her control over the couldn't even read is too much. During several past changing out, she was considered a bit too slow. The very talented but lack of foundation, she was to rebuild her core. On the other hand, Camus Sakuya, she's so very flawless on a train, almost never make a mistake. Jesus Christ, maximum efficiency, because we have an expert already. That's a two. Jesus. So she was always good in everything. Basically is what they are saying. The best result of all female students. Because if he has at least 3 of 4 elites, okay. Shattered the class records in every single category. Just then, in the shadows of the ground, a streak of long pink hair swayed gently in sunlight. She had been watching Kamik from the beginning to end. What's so great about that? Everyone their final test was with shot. The girl as always swung herself into her horse and ran up in front of her. This is what you call rising star sounds, utterly mundane. Next moment, the pink-haired girl shot forward like an arrow released from its bow and began taking the same test as Kamiki. Faster than Kamiki, faster than Kamiki. Okay. Nuclear state gate, urging technique and peace control. Okay, it's same. Stopwatch snap a shot and the wreck board was updated once more. Every single match launched by the girl completely eclipsed the records Kamiki had just set moments ago. The girl gained her mount as the horse paced on the spot. She looked down out at Kamiki. You all saw that clear, right? And you call this girl the strongest rising star? Don't make me laugh. The only one worth of that title? Her lips curled upward, her tone arrogant yet dripping with absolute confidence. It's me, Asahina Mio. Ha 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 ha. As we leaped through her long hair, the smell of gunpowder from it ignited in the air. After she rolled off, indifferent Kemi cast a glance at nearby Hemi. Was she talking to me just now? I guess so. Did you provoke her or some more? Like hell I did. Today is the first time I've set eyes on that woman. Really? Looks like this academy is packed with weirdos. A week later, Sakuya had participated in their first race since enlightenment. Oh, this event was known as New Student Selection Open. Distance 200 meters, standard clockwise turf course, 10 new students competing. Stands were packed with parents, own sports media, and even members of the board of directors who arrived to watch in person, because everyone wanted to know if Kamik Sakuya, who had caused quite stir right upon enrollment, could truly prove herself in this race. Kami stands beside her Mount Wine District Belle as a mediocre track rag, making her a long shot in today's race. Her on-site condition appears relatively stable, though she looks slightly outclassed compared to the rest of the field. Coming steadily faster is smooth, her emotions came flat, and even perfect mirror her horse calm the manner. Just turn out at your own pace today, okay? And the horse will say, okay. The horse snorted steadily like tapping its front hoof. You really don't look nervous at all. This is my first official race and my legs are a little shaking from anxiety. Reassure. Don't be nervous, although it's an official race, most of them are rookies. I took a quick look and many aren't even on your level. Really? I knew my skills were second to none among this batch of jockeys. Now I can breathe easily. Reassure can make casual comfort, Rem is never settled Sivka, replaced by a surge of self-confidence. Still, the biggest headache in this race has to be that Kirishima girl. I wonder how just capable she really is. Kamiki is sure not paying the person any mind. The jockeys were making their final preparations, some were losing up their muscles, while others shot and laughed lightheartedly. At this moment, a furry figure appeared beside her. What a coincidence. Rin remained expressed, her gaze cold and sharp, though she didn't cast a single glance towards Sakuya. If you lose this race, pack your bags and get out of the academy. You have absolutely no right to remain here. Are you placing a wager with me? What happens if I win then? You won't win. It's impossible for me to lose. This isn't training ground, and I hope you truly understand that. When she said this, it wasn't out of image, but out of absolute self-confidence. Kamiko, however, did not give her a response. Colonel Hamid saw a thought back draw a few days ago. All these cards draw on outside gate, basically automatic loss. Please don't let me draw it. Outside gate, what does that mean? This race is rising frame stakes. The most unique feature of this track is that you hit a sharp turn almost immediately after the gate. Damn. If you start from the outside gate, you will fall behind right from the get-go. Catching up from there is incredibly difficult. Is that because of that, you can practically rule out any horse in the outside gates. It's guaranteed loss, and whoever draws it won't be able to turn things around. I see, please God, go honey, Lord Guan, please bless me, please don't let me get stuck with an outside gate. Remy prayed desperate as she drew her gate, forcing Camille to suppress a laugh at her dramatic expression. Draxo came out, Remy drew gate 4, and in the middle slot, while Kirishimi landed the advantage gate 2. I mean, look, hey, but that Kirishima girl actually got gate 2, isn't it a bit too much good luck for her? Next up was Kamiki. She also pressed the button, completely different to .com. So, she's Kamiki. A moment later, the Draxo flashed on the screen. Gate 10? Isn't that outermost gate? Oof, talk about bad luck. Looks like even the events don't want you to pass the test. Jokes instantly erupted into shot. Everyone knew that in sprint like this, horses in the outside gates fall behind instantly. No matter how peak her form is, making up that deficit in a short race is brutally difficult. Kamik, are you comfortable about this? It's definitely advantage, especially for a sprint, but it's not like we are completely out of the running. Why are you worried about me? Focus on yourself first. Who's worrying about you? I'll definitely succeed this time. Just please proceed to the weight room now. Regulation for this race state that no jockey's weight may be 49 kg or above. Jesus! If that jockey's fell out of the room. That girl getting out must get. Was that your doing? It was ordered by the Chief of Tribe Council. She wants to see a clear demonstration of this person's true capabilities. Does she not trust me? Why wasn't I informed? This completely undermines the principle of fair play. Inform you? Would you have agreed? You will have just dismissed it on the grounds of violating rules, which is why the chief bypassed you and issued command direct to me. After the weight inspections, the jockeys were fully prepared and the race was finally upon them. Of course we know someone was going to shit, right? The competitors entered the gates, the roar of the stands gradually quieted down, and another voice echoed. Ladies and gentlemen, the new student selection is open, is about to begin. Coming from out the race, slowly guide their horse toward the designated gate. At this moment, Kirin, lined up at the inner gate, called out to her. I have a person of fairness. You drawing the outside gate this time was not my idea. Someone rigged it? If it wasn't your idea, then who could it be? Just how much ability you possess and why the chief is so intensely focused on you, let me witness it with my own eyes. Remember, we have a wager. The chief was that. Kishima ignored Kamiki found it idle speech, but the situation at hand left her no time to overthink. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as I keep winning, these people show themselves sooner or later. The real battle begins now. Yo! Okay. I need to press X always. Ah! That was bad. Damn it. Whoa, okay, it appears already like that. Oh! She's so long. We are far away because I started bad. Ready to weep. Nah, I'm not gonna win. I started bad. I started bad in there. Game over. I like that. Game over. Sadness. I started bad in there. Even I knew. Oh my god. Damn it, man. Because we start, if you can see that we start in there on the back. Push them to the side. Like that. No! Fuck! Damn! Look at that, I was almost first place. Then, again third. Fuck! It's not easy. You need to, a good start. If you don't get a good start... Again, but this time wasn't like bad. Okay, start going there on that, more near. See, they are doing it. Try to feed, let me pass. Because pushing this horse out. Dude, how much speed? Oh my god! Oh my! Oh, second place. God damn. In there I could be a little... but like, the start needs to be better, right? But... Oh, look at that. Now it was perfect. Start to get there. Damn, the other is going first place. Like, oh damn. Give us the best horse that it is, please. Move. Nice, first place. Whee! Got that. Take that. Leave this race. What? No. Leave? Ah, committed by Nordishi is to see this, okay. Leaving a profit tomorrow. Opening up a sweeping gap. Wasn't significant, come on. Her rhythm is precise to the point of being called. Every single stride is absolute perfection. Kamik made no desperate, as she first turn. Horse did not so late, but so unsteady. 1 horse down. Wait, she's catching up? 2 horse down. Showing passing everyone. But that one is hard. Bye bye. Of course, we have time when riding a horse. We have time to do that. Who needs helmets? Right, who needs helmets in this? Like, if they fall, oh well, they are dead. Because I think they use helmets at least to, like, not like helmets that other sports use, but the third fourth finished board lit up and the entire venue fell into a dead silence. A second later, results were posted. Number 10 was displayed at the very top of the board. Zachary crossed the wire first out by her nose. The stands erupted into absolute chaotic cheers. She pulled back on her rage, utterly disbelief, her entire body freezing up atop her mount. Impossible, she repeated in a low whisper. This is impossible! No one had ever won from outside gate on this track, let alone against someone who had held a perfect flawless lead all the way through. She said Camille could never to deny the truth in her heart. This girl was no ordinary freshman, nor was she just some simple rising star. This sheer absolute level of dominance caused a name from 2 years ago to flash vividly across their minds. The legendary figure known as the Masked Empress. The exact same around press, the exact same unfathomable speeds. Kirishima figurative tight slide. For the first time, she felt a flicker of genuine fear toward an opponent. It's my loss. The rules bound Kirishima made no excuse for herself. In her dictionary, loss was a loss. She dismounted and walked back up to Kamik, her voice perfect level. Go to arrangement, I have lost our duel, I will draw from the academy. Kamik tilted her head, her lips curling into face, a subtle smile that was far boastful. An arrangement? What arrangement? The wager I made with you right before the race actually stated whoever loses the race must leave this school. Oh, was there such a thing? What? Kirishima froze in confusion. I said never heard of it, and actually I never get to any such stakes, therefore the wager is invalid. Leaving those words behind, Kamiki turned and her leader walks away, leaving Kirishima stunned in her tracks. This person, why is she so gentle? Inside the grandstand VIP room, three viewers wearing the emblem of the Triumph Council once again witnessed Kamiki victory. What the hell? We went through the trouble of freeing her into the outside gate and Kirishima still completely blew it? Is she totally useless? Even with the draw rig against her, she could be beaten. What do you think that signifies? Signifies what? It also means we need to deploy far more drastic measures next time. Not quite. It means the title of Supernova might be changing hands very soon. Are you afraid? Afraid your title will be stolen away? Not even a little bit. That could never happen. Really, that's wonderful to hear. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me, Mio. I just happened to receive a direct nomination for you to challenge the Triple Crown King. Travel Bubble? Looks like we'll have a trip to Hong Kong. That race is bound to be an incredible spectacle. And besides, can our undefeated Mio, who must win at all costs, keep her perfect record alive? Don't let me down. I have absolute faith in you. Jindai wrapped both arms around Mio from behind, yet she couldn't feel a shred of warmth emanating from her. After all, you worked so incredibly hard to scale these heights. It would be such a pity to plunge all the way back down into the mud, wouldn't it? I won't fail. I won't fall. A race like that is supposed for me to lose. What kind of rivals will Kamiki got during her time at the academy, and what challenge await her? The answer will be revealed in the full version of the game. This concludes the day. Thank you very much for playing. If you enjoyed the experience, wishlist. It's not bad, the visual novel. I like it. It's not only story right? That you don't see nothing like burn time, right? That you slow burn, right? To build the story. It's fast. You go for the horse. There's the tutorial immediately explaining everything. Yes, you can say, but isn't like a little. If you don't get perfect, can be a little hard to win. True, but at the same time, it's not only getting the perfect at beginning, but at the same time, is manage. At the same time, using the whip, right? That red bar. You need to manage that to use it when you need to do it at the same time. Because it's like a race cards, you need to know when to use your boost. That is like the boost on the horse, right? To whip it. But at the same time, you need to do that. But story is good because again, no slow burn, and then you see that the others from that tribunal council, they cheat to win. But that's normal, right? That's normal to do. But now that one discovered that we are that masked empress, right? But so of course we are gonna tell what happened to come to this academy. So, but of course we want this to win against those. I think those the tribunal council that we want to win and prove we are the best. So, but if you like visual novels, you're gonna enjoy this one. But you need to understand that visual novels you need to read. In this one you have some mini games to do, and they are not bad to do a horse race. But at the same time, it's not always the racing, and sometimes you need to repeat that to be able to progress the story. Because I think you can't even skip the mini game right off the horse. You can't skip. So, but if you like this type of games, visual novels, like I said, you're gonna enjoy this one. Now we have to wait to when it's come out, because I don't even know if it has a date like 2026 or for next year. I think it's only coming soon, right? So you never know when it's come. But give it a shot, play for yourself, give your feedback. If you like, don't forget to wishlist the game, because it helps the game to get more visibility on Steam. Like that, on wishlist, you will get notified when it comes out. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you on next time.